Hey guys, it's your boy Atlas. Today I have for you an Iron Man build. This build is all about using your heroics and just blasting everything, standing HulkBuster all the time, spawning multiple HulkBusters. This build is just wild. Let's go ahead and drop right into it. Alright, under your support heroic ability, you're going to want the EMP support heroic specialization. A lot of people dog on this ability, but I absolutely love it. It allows you to shut down huge sections of the map, shut down all the mobs of enemies, and put them all into their finisher state so you can spawn heroic orbs. It's a must for this build, and if you're trying to spawn as many heroic orbs as possible, this is the way. Here's a clip of it in action. Doesn't that look amazing? It is just awesome. And then this one allows you to amplify it. It increases the range and intensity of the EMP shockwave by 30%. So those two put together just causes you to be able to lock down entire sides of the map, allow you and your teammates to work together to clear out huge sections, use your finishers, and just spawn heroic orbs everywhere. Under your Assault Heroic ability, you can get any one of these that you want. I'm currently using the Omega Beam because I like just the short blast that takes out as many enemies as possible with high damage. But it's a choice between whatever you want to take there. Over here, under the second one, of course you want the heroic orbs to drop whenever you kill enemies with the Unibeam. So basically you'd see a couple trash enemies coming at you, or you're trying to finish off one higher class enemy. Just go ahead, pop the Unibeam, hit them, take them out, spawn those heroic orbs, grab them, charge up your HulkBuster. Under your ultimate heroic abilities, I currently am using the HulkBuster Unibeam. You can use whichever one you want, really. There's not one that's specifically better than the other for this build. I like the Unibeam. If you want something else, you go ahead and you get it. Over here, I like the Intrinsic energy cost reduction for his abilities because I love his Magnum missiles and the Unibeam, so it works for me. If you don't want that one, try out some other ones, but in my opinion that's the best one there. Onto the Mastery tab. Under combat, I love Stun Mastery. Stun damage allows you to stagger your opponents, get them into that mode to where you can perform finishers on them, and then your finishers are going to spawn heroic orbs. It works out fantastic. So Stun Mastery gives you just a flat 15% increased damage to all stun damage. Your second one underneath combat, you're going to want Heroic Takedown Mastery. Every time you perform a takedown, you're going to spawn a heroic orb. So you're causing more stun damage, which allows you to perform more takedowns and finishers, which then allows you to go ahead and spawn more heroic orbs. It all works together, and that's how you're going to be using your abilities all the time. Your third choice under combat is kind of up to you. I like the increase of critical damage, but if you want to do something a little bit different here, it doesn't really matter as long as it fits your build the way that you want to play the game. Under the range tab, it's all up to you. If you prefer the repulsors, the lasers, or the missiles, do whatever you want. I prefer the missiles. I like the big numbers. The missiles absolutely destroy things in this game once you get them going, and I have all three of the missile abilities checked. Whatever you like to play with, choose what's best for you, give it a shot. I recommend the missiles because they provide an awesome CC and just allow you to take out things, usually most trash enemies, in one shot. Alright, under the Intrinsic ability tree, on the first one, I like Arc Reactor Generator. Increases the base regeneration speed of intrinsic energy by 10%. The Intrinsic allows you to fire your repulsors, your lasers, your missiles. The faster it regenerates, the more of those you can shoot off, and in my opinion, the more fun Iron Man is. So it's a pretty easy selection for me. On the second one, I like the Stun Intrinsic Boost. Stunning an enemy instantly boosts intrinsic energy by 25 points. You're already stacking stun damage, so why not have it to where you get intrinsic energy by doing what you're already doing? It's pretty self-explanatory, so take this talent. And finally, on the intrinsic tree, Overcharge Heroic Boost increases the charge rate of all heroic meters while overcharged by 10%. I know that doesn't seem like much, but when you are overcharged and you want to be regaining heroic meter as fast as possible, so you might as well take every little boost you can get. Under utility, your first one, I like the Energized Pulse, which adds shock damage to the Energy Pulse ability. This one's a little bit up to you. You can choose any of the 3 abilities and it won't affect this build very much. The Energy Pulse is your parry ability. So whenever you parry, it's over here under primary or specialty. Energy Pulse. Activate Energy Shield just before being hit by an incoming attack to parry the attack, instantly converting the energy into an Energy Pulse that hits all nearby enemies. So a little bit more damage, and I just like having shock damage, just a little bit more extra there. The second one, I like the Tactical Barrier. Like I said earlier, I really like critical chance. So this gives you a 15% whenever you're standing next to Iron Man's energy barrier. In order to spawn the energy barrier, you pull your right trigger and hold it. He will spawn an energy barrier as long as you have the skill, which you get from the primary skills section. And finally, the last one under the utility, I like Air Superiority. Increases the damage of ranged attacks while flying by 15%. This one is a little bit or give or take depending on what you want to use. I don't see much use for the flares myself. You can usually dodge all incoming missiles. And the Afterburner, if you're doing farming, switch it over to Afterburner. That's the only other one I would recommend on this one. The Afterburner is really good for farming runs to get places super fast. One last thing I would like to talk about before the end of this video. The only piece of gear I recommend is the Darkhold Major Artifact. This thing allows you to reset your HulkBuster. So let me tell you a little bit about this. You drop a HulkBuster for your teammate. Alright? They get in it. Very important, you let them get in it. If nobody gets in it and you activate Darkhold and put another HulkBuster down, the first one disappears. So you drop one. You let them get in it. Activate Darkhold, you get in one. All of a sudden you have 2 HulkBusters. You want a third HulkBuster? Drop a HulkBuster, let a teammate get in it. Drop a HulkBuster, let a teammate get in it. Go down. That resets the timer on Darkhold. That allows you to drop another HulkBuster. It is bonkers. Try it out. You'll love it. You get this from the Reigning Supreme mission. It's a 10-part mission after you finish the main story. Very worthwhile. Gets you a character almost all the way up to 130. And it's super fun. Have a blast at it, guys. Alright, I hope you liked the video. If you did, think about joining me in my Discord. I'm looking for PC players all the time. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like. If you have any ideas for videos that you would like me to discuss, drop that down in the comment section below. I'm glad I got to make this video for you, and you all have a good day. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I appreciate everyone who checks this channel out. Even if you don't subscribe, I hope you all have a wonderful day.